This is something that I've just realized. I've just learned how to derive the sine rule, and the one thing that I noticed was the mathematics which I'm doing right now, the mathematics which I'm learning, it incorporates the study of two dimensional shapes. But the thing is, the world that we live in, us human beings, and everything that we know of, it's on Earth. And Earth isn't a two dimensional circle, it's a three dimensional sphere. And the thought that struck me was us human beings who are living in three dimensions struggle to imagine in three dimensions. Us people, us organisms, especially us human beings to be precise, we struggle to imagine in three dimensions. To be honest, it's quite tough, like the mathematics, to even understand the mathematics in two dimensions. For example, the sine rule, that wasn't easy for my brain to comprehend. It took some effort. And I'm about to learn the cosine rule, which just incorporates Euclidean geometry, just two-dimensional geometry. But it's so hard for my brain to get my head around, for my brain to understand it. It takes so much effort. And then there's Riemannian geometry, and there's three-dimensional geometry, curved geometry, in which, because if you think about it, I'm in Adelaide at the moment. And if I keep walking north, I keep walking north, I keep walking north, I keep walking north, where do you think I'm gonna end up if I keep walking north? I'll end up at the North Pole, where all longitudinal lines meet, all of them. To me, a person in Hyderabad, if he keeps walking north, to me, because I think, because everything looks flat to me, it would look like we are never gonna meet, because he's so much farther away from me and we are just walking parallelly, right? But the thing is, I'm just perceiving everything around me in two dimensions, even though it's not. It's three dimensions. I'm living in a three-dimensional universe. Well, actually, a four-dimensional universe, because our space is three dimensions and time is fourth. But let's leave that at the moment. But the point I'm trying to get to is, if there was a four-dimensional creature living in some other universe which has four dimensions, which has four dimensions, and then a fifth dimension, like time is a fourth dimension to us, then for that creature living in four dimensions, three-dimensional mathematics, or rather two-dimensional mathematics, would be child's play. A toddler would be deriving the sine rule or the cosine rule without any problems. But three-dimensional mathematics would be as hard as two-dimensional mathematics is to us for that four-dimensional creature. Just like how us human beings struggle to perceive everything around us in three dimensions, and especially it's quite hard for us to describe the mathematics behind three-dimensional objects, spheres, pyramids, all of those beautiful shapes. It's quite hard. Is it possible for our brains to imagine something which is four-dimensional, or fifth dimensions, or five-dimensional, six-dimensional, seven, eight, nine, so on, so on, so on? Are there infinite dimensions?